Hello, my name's Feltbuzz. I'm just going to do an author reading for Free Write House of a weekend free write that I wrote yesterday. Was it? I'm not sure. Anyway, notice still got the Christmas tree. Yeah, defiant. Keep up the Christmas tree. The December is not a miserable month. January is a miserable month. Keep the Christmas tree. Okay. Anyway, back to the reading. This is called Restless. Every aspect of your stay is designed to ensure you leave feeling better than you arrived, she said. He looked around him at the empty room. The white, sterile walls stared back at him. The bed, with its crisp sheets, looked about as comfortable as sleeping on a paper-covered brick. Mocked him. No television, no books, no magazines, no connection to the outside world. They'd taken his phone from him at reception. I don't think I'll be staying, he said. I just came to look around. She laughed, a tinkling sound that reminded him of his mother's bracelet that she wore for special occasions, the one with the trinkets and bells. What time would you like breakfast? She asked, ignoring his previous statement. I don't think I'm staying here, he said, moving towards the door. She slid in front of him, blocking his path with her artificial smile. Seeing as your first day, she said, you can have a lie-in. 6:30 okay for you? At least the spider was gone. That had not been the case when he had heard a shriek overhead. The spider, dark red in colour and the size of a dinner plate, had been sitting in the corner of the room. It shuffled its 8 legs as he looked, and then emitted another shriek. He didn't mind spiders. He tolerated them at least, but he'd never come across a shrieking spider before. He tried to summon help, first by trying the door, locked, and then banging on it with his fists. The spider clearly didn't like the noise he was making. Every time his fist thumped the door, the spider would scream. In the end, he stopped and crawled under the bed, flinching every time the spider cried out. After a while, the spider was quiet. That was somehow worse. When he peeked out from under the bed, the spider had gone. He spent an hour checking the room, even though it contained only a bed. The spider was no longer in the room. He was sure of it. He was fairly sure, anyway. He lay down on the bed and closed his eyes. The room had no windows, so he didn't know when the morning had come. He was awake when he heard the key in the lock, and the woman who'd shown him round entered carrying a tray with 2 pieces of toast and a pot of what he assumed was tea. Did you sleep well? She asked. He shook his head and said, No, I was too worried about the spider. The woman looked startled and looked up to the ceiling where he'd first seen the creature. It was a quick look, but enough for him to know she knew about the spider, that it was real, not a product of his imagination or illness. Never mind, she said. You shouldn't worry about any of that. When the doctor sees you, everything will be made better. He nodded and took the tray from her. As she turned to leave, he swung the tray at her head. She stumbled but did not fall. Her foot twisted and he heard a snap as her shoe broke and the heel fell off. She tried to hobble towards the door, but he was quicker and he hit her again, with a broken teapot this time. Later, the spider would have something to feast on, he thought. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to visit the Free Write House for lots of fun competitions and everything. And just like to say a big hello to everybody at the Powerhouse Creatives and the Alliance and Banana Fish. I love you all, guys.